I share it as well because I've definitely gone through something similar. And there's always kind of like the going saying around our industry is that you're either a coach that's about to be fired or you've been fired. So there's just so much going on within our industry, regardless of kind of COVID. And I was definitely, I guess I have experienced that as well. So at the end of last year, I'd spent 4 years at a club working in the NRL. And at the end of the year, I was faced with that. I was pretty much told I was going to have a contract. And then the last day of work, massive restructure, and then everyone left. So I guess what I'm trying to allude is that as coaches, it's so important that we may be starting to think about what are we doing outside of our coaching job to kind of just keep us afloat, what's going to be there to pick up the slack when we go through these tough times like this person within our group is. And I guarantee this person's not the only one. And for me, trying to create something on the side that generated some income is hugely important for me and my family. So I guess what I want to try and get out there is that we need to be able to start to be okay with trying to look for some other work that's going to help us through these tough times, and that it's actually okay to be doing this. But most importantly, we need it because when the crunch comes, they don't care if you've got kids, they don't care if you've got a mortgage. So we need to be able to be in a position to look after ourselves. So then when we're in these tough times, that we can make the right decisions and that we can then, I guess, kind of just take our time with taking the next thing. We're not forced to do something that we don't want to be. And then that can potentially take us out of the industry, which is all too common. So I just want to, I guess, get that out there to that guy that there's a lot of people in your same position. And if your head's screwed on and you've got the right attitude and you're doing the right things, you're going to be able to get through this very easily.
Yeah, 100% powerful stuff there. You know, what I'd say from my perspective is, yeah, you know, we're only a Facebook page, but we're only just getting started, really. But we're going to be here to stay, guys. You know, me and Aaron, we're trying to build a community here, and you know, you don't just have to come here for the Excel formula. You know, come here and hang out. You know, Aaron's a very experienced sports coach, of course, and just dropping some wisdom there. You know, come here, hang out, do your networking. Ask us questions, ask us the technical questions, ask us the career type questions as well. And I'll just ask to Aaron, you know, I've had my career crisis. Absolutely. That's the reason I ended up doing Excel. And maybe we'll go into the whole story one day. But I was working in Japan in 2008. This was just when the financial crisis happened back in 2008. And just like Aaron said, I had to very quickly pivot and skilled up in a completely different area, really, which was Excel. And that led to a completely different thing. So, you know, yeah, it's certainly very kind of volatile times. And, you know, hopefully this is a place you can come to get some technical skills, but also just hang out and feel part of a community.
And I think really importantly too, pretty much every single coach that I've networked with and that I've dealt with, they all have such a high level of knowledge. This is regardless of whether you are running your own facility or whether you are working in a team environment. So you have the ability to create some secondary income that's going to keep you afloat and just kind of keep things ticking over in the background. You've just got to be understand the power of how you can bring that out and then display it and then subsequently get that to the masses, essentially. So just start to have a think about what there is available for you. I know I've talked to quite a few people within this group who I've worked with in the past about this. I'm massive with trying to keep good coaches in the industry. And I've seen so many good coaches come and go because they've put their whole life in this coaching world that will do them no favors. So if you truly want to be in this industry, whether you're owning your own facility or you want to be a coach for a team, if you want to have a truly long career, you need to be able to have something working for you in the background so that regardless of if you get the punt, if you get a promotion, if you don't get that promotion, you're going to be fine. The financial implications of what we do and what we have done in the past in terms of the budgets that you work in, the restrictions of your salary. It's so tough. And me and my wife would talk to the cows come home about this. We've had it for so many years, hence why I'm on this massive mission now to be able to do that for us. And just have that working in the background. Like I never truly set out to be anyone deemed an authority in Excel for coaches, but it's just how things have evolved. I've seen a little market there. I've kind of met you, Chris, in a way, and things have just evolved from that. So I'm just going with it. I don't really have a plan with where it's going, but I know it's slowly working.
Yeah, amazing stuff, Aaron. Right here, dropping some wisdom on a Monday morning. And you know what I'd say about that is, yeah, Aaron knows it's a slow burn. I know it's a slow burn. If you want to get, whether you're going to call it a side hustle, whether you're going to call it passive income, diversifying your business, we can tell you one thing, you know, you've got to think strategically and long term about it. There's a lot of work up front to get things started, whether you're going to skill up in Excel, whether you're going to create online content. And me and Aaron have done both of those things. But it's almost like an investment, isn't it, Aaron? You've got to try to find the time and the effort to scale up, start creating that content, whatever it is you're doing. And it's not going to reap rewards yet. You're not going to monetize it tomorrow. But, you know, in 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, you know, one day it might end up actually being your core business.
And I think we need to be prepared to make the risky moves to make that happen if the worst case scenario happens. So, example for me, I wanted to do what I've done to this point now since finishing my contract. So since November to now, I wanted to make this the least, I guess, burden and pressure on us financially as a family. So I did something crazy. I moved back home to my parents and I live in my parents' house with my family, keeping all of our costs as low as we can, takes all the pressure off. And again, it gives me the time frame to do this well in the manner that I want and not be pushed to do things that aren't going to work for us as a family and for me and furthering my coaching career as well. So we've got to be really, I guess, prepared to make those specific sacrifices so then we can actually look for the long term of what we're trying to do.
Yeah, nice. And, you know, that resonates with me because I did exactly the same thing. When I started the business, I've got a little spreadsheet consultancy and a YouTube channel. I actually did exactly the same thing. I went and lived with my parents and I went and brokered a deal with my mum. And she said, listen, yep, you come stay with us for 6 months to a year. If after that it's not working, you're going to have to get a proper job. But yeah, for me, that was a bit of a hit to the ego, you know, moving back in with the parents. But as Aaron said, that created just little bit of headspace, a little bit to, you know, just ease the pressure financially on me. And that allowed me basically to create a load of online content and to go ahead and build a business there, you know.